Yeah, let's come on to that next fight then. Rey Vargas and Nick Ball. Alex, you can go first on this one.
Yeah, man. Rey Vargas. I remember there was, he was supposed to be like mandatory challenger for Gary Russell for a while. Had like health issues. I think he had like a broken leg. Came back, had a nice little fight with Baez. Then he had that fight with oh my gosh, it's Mark Magsayo. Yeah, man, that was a fun fight.
Yeah,
fun fight, close fight. Rey Vargas, man, I really, he's a guy that can box, but he also likes to mix it up. You don't really see that kind of style from Mexico. People always talk about the Mexican style. Rey Vargas has a little bit of it, but he can, he can box, he can move around, he can work off the jab. Attempted, shout out Canelo, attempted to be great, moved up in weight, fought for vacant, I believe, against Oshaki. Oshaki was just too fast, too good. And now he's in another tough fight, man. Little Nick Ball, man. He fights like a wrecking ball.
Wrecking ball, yeah.
He's definitely a small guy. Definitely is always, going against someone that's taller, longer reach, and yet has been punching through shit. I mean, this dude here, literally, he's coming in to beat you up, and you're thinking, how is he going to close the distance? He closes that distance, and he comes with mean intentions. So it'll be interesting to see. I think Rey Vargas needs to box his way to victory. Otherwise, I don't know if he can take the shots from Nick Ball. Nick Ball has beaten up, Isaac Lowe isn't the greatest name. No, there's someone else I remember. It wasn't just the Dog Bay. Who was it? I guess maybe I got him mixed up. The Dog Bay fight. The two little guys went at it. The Lamati fight. I thought that dude Lamati from South Africa, I thought he had a good enough jab to keep Nick Ball, but obviously the strength was too much. Actually put him in a coma. But
and that was he took him to the last round to get that one there.
I want to say Rey Vargas, but I think this is probably a Nick Ball win. I don't know if he stops him, but it might be something to where we see Rey Vargas, getting beat up a little bit. But tough fight to call because I just don't know how Rey Vargas is gonna fight. But Nick Ball decision.
Okay. Nice. Josh, your thoughts?
Yeah, very interesting there when you made that pick there, Alex. Yeah, it's 50-50 in some sense. Tough one to call. I have been impressed by Nick Ball. I first became aware of him when he stopped Isaac Lowe. He went to enemy territory to do so as well. Tyson Fury was there on the side of Isaac Lowe. They're out there on the ring. Maybe John Fury was out there as well. But Nick Ball went in there, did his thing, and you're right. It's just like he's a fireball, small package, but man, he can put in some work, and he has some power. So that should be interesting. The size difference will be pretty much glaring. If Rey Vargas chooses to fight on the outside, which he's shown that he can at points, but as Alex mentioned, he always finds himself somehow in a dogfight when it's all said and done in some instances. But Nick Ball might just be the guy that kind of lures him in to want to make it a scrappy contest. Yeah, hard one to pick, to be honest with you. Very hard one to pick. I could see both fighters winning. I don't want to take a cop out and say draw or something, but man, this is just going to be a tough one. I'm going to go draw.
Oh, wow.
Because it's just so tough right here to think about who is going to come out on top. You could call that an even round in a sense.
On the fence, proper on the fence. You know what? I bet that if we look at the odds on the draw, I bet it won't be, well, it'll be high, obviously, but it won't be as high as most fights because it probably has got potential to be very close in the draw. I'm going to go with Ball, sorry. And just because I think it's his time. He's probably going to be the A side, possibly, I think. And I think I can see him winning. I think he's only recently started actually fully concentrated on the boxing. Because I think up until a couple of fights ago, they were saying that he's been around, but he's not been featured on TV and stuff much until his last couple of fights, from what I recall. But I think he's got a bit of a bit of hype around him in the more recent times with his, he's like a little mini Mike Tyson, especially recently. So yeah, it's an interesting couple of fights there anyway.